many leading law firms have a strong knowledge management practice. Broadly speaking, what are the typical kinds of results and benefits that one can expect from KM in a law firm?
There are numerous benefits that you get from knowledge management, and I think different law firms have different priorities, and so the benefits they get are usually tied to whatever their business strategy is and what they consider most important. But I think there's some overarching benefits that everyone, every law firm achieves with knowledge management. And for me, I would say the number one most important benefit that you get from knowledge management is quality assurance. And I think that's the most important thing to most law firms and lawyers, despite what some clients might think. Sometimes clients think it's all about money for law firms, but really, lawyers are professionals who want to do a good job for their clients. And so the thing about knowledge management is it allows lawyers to focus on the quality of what they're producing. And the main way they do that is by benefiting from the knowledge and experience of all of the lawyers who've worked at the firm, who've come before them, the work product they've produced, and the lessons that they've learned, and the best practices they've developed. So the first and foremost benefit definitely is quality. With that, you mitigate your risks. So the legal profession, there's so many things to remember and to be conscious of, and so many aspects to every case that you're working on, that a lot can go wrong. And so with knowledge management and benefiting from that knowledge and checklists and things that other people have created, you can really reduce the amount of risk that the lawyers in your firm are subjecting themselves to each time they work on a case. And so the best thing, I think, that comes from knowledge management in terms of risk mitigation and enhancing quality is that you have the opportunity to embed standards into your work product. So for example, if you create model documentation, you can develop over time really good language that's clear and precise and that clients understand. And you can start to pull out the language that's confusing. And so lawyers who use that work product as the basis, the foundation for whatever new thing they're creating for their clients, have the benefit of all of that embedded in their first draft, which is very useful. So I'd say that's probably, to me, the most important thing you get from knowledge management is the opportunity to produce the best quality work. The second thing is efficiencies. And so when clients come to a law firm, they understand that lawyers don't start from scratch each time. They build on work product that they've created over time. And so the benefit there is, instead of spending 20 hours creating a first draft for a client, you have the basis of starting very efficiently, and then you can focus on the fine-tuning and the details of the client's matter, and you can really focus your time on strategy rather than the basics. So the efficiencies are very important. And of course, when you're more efficient, it's more profitable for the firm. And that's important too, because lawyers are in business and they need to derive a certain amount of revenue. So what you find is law firms that have rich knowledge management have fewer write-offs. So often you can't really bill the client for all of the work that went into creating whatever it is you're producing for the client. And so often a lot of that time that was put into it, you don't really get paid for. if you have knowledge management, you tend to have less of that time that you can't get paid for because you are working much more efficiently. So both the client and the law firm end up more satisfied, which is good for everyone. And the other thing is there's more predictability and certainty. So the more knowledge you're basing your advice and your work product on, the less uncertain it is how much it will end up costing the client. You can predict better outcomes for the client because you're basing it on a vaster quantity of knowledge. And probably the last benefit that I would talk about is knowledge management really helps you with bring along junior lawyers. So when you have new people joining the firm, which you do every year, young associates who are right out of law school, they really benefit from a rich knowledge management program. If there's a wealth of model documentation and research memoranda and practice advisories that they can tap into, they can start doing more of the work better and earlier in their careers. So there's a lot to be gained from knowledge management in the legal profession.